welcome to Perspectives, a series dedicated to one-sided sagas. These stories might come from us or our most valued guests. Please enjoy. In a previous episode of Perspectives, you heard the story of how my friend ruined a restaurant for everybody. Today, I'll be telling you how somebody ruined a restaurant for me. My family, and some of our family friends, used to frequent a small seafood diner called the Catfish Hole. It was a small place, but very homey. The perfect place to meet with friends and go down hard on some catfish. And although I have lots of fond memories of eating delicious food and hanging with friends, I can no longer picture this establishment in a fond manner. For something happened one day after a hearty lunch that will forever be seared into my brain. This is that story. It was roughly 6 years ago, give or take. Me and my friends had just enjoyed a feast of fish flesh. It was very scrumptious. We'd eaten all that our little hearts could desire. Now, in this restaurant, there are a surplus of little quarter-stealing machines. Candy dispensers, claw machines, games with prizes, basically anything you could imagine you could get with a coin. Of course, we were not the privileged children you see with handfuls of quarters, so we just sat on the bench and looked longingly at the games while our parents paid for the meal and said their goodbyes. That's when it happened. A middle-aged woman had just paid and was walking towards the exit. She glances at the machines as she walks by, stops, and walks towards them. This caught my attention, along with my friends. She stares intently at the brightly colored front of the Bouncy ball dispenser with a strange look in her eye. A look like she was trying to make a tough decision. She was torn. It's like she was being forced to decide if she should kill her family pet or cut off her pinky toe. I was thoroughly confused and curious to see why this lady cared so much about a children's toy. She slowly takes her wallet out of her purse, maintaining eye contact with the balls, and pulls out a singular shiny quarter and inserts it into the designated slot. She turns the knobs and out comes a rainbow-patterned rubber bouncy ball. As the woman starts walking away, she does something I'll never fully understand. She puts the ball in her mouth. Now, I, along with the rest of my friends, am left to assume that this woman thought the bouncy ball was a gumball. Because once she put it in her mouth, we see her bite into it, not once, but twice, before a dumbfounded expression comes across her face. To her surprise, but not anybody else's, she realizes this is in fact not a gumball. So she takes the slobbery piece of plastic rubber out of her mouth, looks around panicked, but is relieved when no one saw her. So she thought. But me and my friends saw her. We saw every dirty detail. So the bouncy ball girl keeps walking towards the exit, and as she passes us, she looks us in the eyes and says, "Here, kids," and throws the spit-covered bouncy ball right towards us. We all dove for cover and fled from it, hoping it didn't touch us. It was like a war scene. This wet and nasty bouncing ball of gross was going everywhere, and the only thing on me and my friend's mind was run. So we scattered, and eventually find our parents. We were ready to leave. And luckily for us, we did. We were emotionally scarred from that place, and we haven't been back since. I don't plan on ever going back. That concludes this episode of Perspectives. Don't forget to follow, like, comment, subscribe, you know, the works. And if you want Squabble to continue forever, check us out on Patreon, link in the description. Thanks for tuning in, and we will snap you later.